Hey, what's going on YouTube? This right here is gonna be as you know, is my first video about the presidency. And now, people have asked me before on YouTube, say Black Tiger, why haven't you talked about the presidency yet? And I'm gonna tell you why now. I didn't want to talk about it because I feel like if I talk, well, let me take y'all back real quick. A couple years ago, I'm sitting at my computer. I'm sitting at the computer or whatever. I'm at my mama's house, and mama's on the sofa behind her because the computer faces the sofa. And I turned to my mom, and she was talking. She was looking at the news, and she was talking about. She was saying something about something that happened or whatever. And she was like, wow, that happened that long ago. And we was talking about how time flies. And I was telling her, yeah, if you remember, I told y'all how that was gonna plan out. And you see, I was right, as usual. So, and I turned to Mom, I said, Mom, you know something else? She said, what? I said, you know what, the next president of the United States is gonna be black. It's gonna be a black man, watch. She, she had this look on her face like, cause she came up back in the 50s and 60s. And that you know how they ask you, did you expect to ever see this happen in your lifetime? And they would say no. You know what I'm saying? It's hard for them to believe, And she had that look on her face, and but she gave her normal answer to stuff like that. Yeah, it could be. I wouldn't doubt it. That's what she always says. But I was like, yeah, watch. I'm for real. Watch. The next president gonna be a black man. And I turn back around. And I'm on the computer. Fast forward. I'm on the computer again. Mom was in the kitchen. She was looking at the news. I was looking at the same channel, but I was in the living room. I said, that man right there. And now, fast forward, like I say, now you got Barack Obama on the scene. I said, that man right there, that's gonna be the next president. Watch. She said, I wouldn't doubt it. But this is before Barack Obama announced that he was gonna run for the presidency. He was gonna run. And now, sure enough, history was made last night on November 4th, 2008. Now I know when we're old and gray, we're gonna all be able to look back and say, be able to say, I was doing this when that happened. We're all gonna know what we were doing at that moment. We saw on that screen Barack Obama elected president of the United States. The first black man to become president of the United States. History was made. And I'm not even gonna kid you. At first, I kind of had mixed feelings about Barack Obama. But, it was just something about him that just didn't sit right with me. But it was like the more I watched him, the more I heard him speak, the more I watched him, the more I looked at his I looked at his background, where he came from, how he came up, his whole character. The more he started to win me over. And I said, I'm gonna vote for this man. And sure enough, November 4th comes. I was gonna do the early voting, but I kept putting it off. My brothers and they voted early, but I kept putting it off. I had other stuff. I had other stuff doing. I was like, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow come, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow never comes. You know what I mean? Tomorrow never dies, I guess. But anyway, November 4th come, I go there to the church, cast my ballot, you know what I mean? They'll get my little Georgia voter sticker or whatever. And sure enough, I walk on about it there. Keep my eye on what's going on. I go to work. We hearing the electoral vote numbers or whatever, and we was like, wow, this man is gonna be the next president. But as soon as I got home from work, I'm sitting down, we watching. I think he was at like 2 something by then. As soon as he hit 292, it was like 293, and I was watching CNN at the time. And as soon as I seen Barack Obama elected president, flash across that screen, this overwhelming sense of pride just came over me. And it was like for the first time, I felt proud to be an American. And and that's big coming from me. You know what I mean? Like I said, it was this big, and I know everybody who's black knows what I'm talking about. And not even that, that's just everybody who's black. Everybody who wants change in this country. And not to mention, you know what I'm saying, this, and to me, one of the biggest things about this whole thing, besides the fact that history was just made last night, that a black man was you know, an elected president of the United States. And I ain't gonna lie, I ain't gonna kid you, I almost teared up when you know what I'm saying, when he was giving his speech. And my hat comes out to McCain for his speech. You know what I mean? He showed that he was a big man. You know what I mean? And he gave him. And I saw Jesse Jackson. He was tearing up. Oprah was crying. I was like, wow, this is history. This right here is big. But here's the bigger thing. This is not just history for black people. This is not just history for America. This is history for the whole world, because never before have I ever seen people all over the world stand up and cheer and even celebrate for the election of a U.S. president. You know what I mean? Any other time, people didn't really care. People in other places of the world didn't really care. You know what I mean? About the election of a United States president. Until now, you saw people in Asia celebrating. You saw people in Africa celebrating, in Russia. You know what I mean? In UK. I was like, wow, this right here could be the dawn of a new day for the whole world. Who knows how the world's gonna change? I know when he was talking about change, he was talking about in America. But this is change for the whole world. So I just want to salute Mr. President Barack Obama, and also say, peace out, YouTube.